Why do other people's screw-ups annoy you quite so much? Does it ever happen that someone irritates you to the point of grinding your teeth, to the point of sheer rage, even though they haven't personally done anything bad to you, haven't actually got in your way, and haven't harmed you in any direct way at all, but you're genuinely turned inside out by their arrogance, their boasting, their cheekiness, their greed, or perhaps an overly intense emotionality? You can easily spend hours discussing his screw-ups with friends, condemning him in the comments, or mentally proving just how completely wrong he is. Pop psychology will very often tell you that you're simply different kinds of people, or that you just have a more heightened and sharper sense of justice. But Sigmund Freud proved that what truly annoys you about other people is the most honest and clearest mirror of your own subconscious. This mechanism is known as projection. Your psyche, quite literally, cannot accept your own shadow side. It forcibly pushes away your hidden, shameful desires and weaknesses, all in order to protect your ego from painful feelings of guilt. The subconscious takes your inner dirt and projects it onto those around you, like a film projector onto a white screen. You fight furiously against other people's flaws, simply so you don't have to notice them in yourself. Today we'll take a closer look at 4 hidden reasons why other people's screw-ups can really get on your nerves, and how this very mechanism gradually robs you of control over yourself. The first reason is a deep hatred towards your own suppressed desires. The first reason is a latent pull towards what you very strictly forbid yourself. If, from childhood, you were trained to be modest, quiet, convenient, and always to share your toys, you have locked away within yourself your own healthy selfishness and ambition. You meet someone who quite openly, without any shame at all, asserts their own rights, demands a bit of extra attention, boasts about their money, and takes absolutely everything from life. Your subconscious mind erupts with a profoundly deep rage. You hate him not because he is genuinely bad. You hate him because he allows himself to be free in precisely those very same things that, for you, remain under the very strictest taboo of your own rather despotic superego. Your anger is the plaintive cry of your locked-away self, which envies someone else's audacity. You project your own concealed selfishness onto them in order to gain the fully legitimate right to hate them and to feel righteous and holy. The second reason is the fear of admitting your own vulnerability and weakness. The second reason is a panicky fear of your own hidden flaws. What drives us absolutely mad in other people is precisely those screw-ups that we ourselves make but desperately try to hide from those around us. For example, a person who is secretly inclined towards deceit, lying, and scheming will perceive a hidden ulterior motive in every single word spoken by their colleagues. Hypocrisy and manipulation. The subconscious uses projection as a protective shield, striking first and accusing someone of greed, stupidity, or irresponsibility. You unconsciously create a smokescreen, as if you are shouting to the world, "Look at him. There he is, the true egoist and liar, and I'm not like that. I condemn him." It is a masterful way to shift other people's focus away from your own mind, away from your own personal destructive patterns, and instead direct it onto someone else's mistakes. You judge other people so that you do not end up standing in the dock yourself. The third reason is protection from a searing inner sense of guilt. The third reason is the search for a scapegoat, to unburden the psyche itself. Inside every neurotic person, a colossal amount of repressed anger and guilt quietly seethes beneath their inner overseer. If you have committed some shameful act, displayed cowardice, or simply have somewhat dirty Freudian thoughts, your superego begins to suffocate you from the inside. The psyche searches for a way to release this utterly unbearable tension, and projection accomplishes this particular task perfectly. You find someone who has made a similar slip-up, or you simply exaggerate their behavior in your mind until it reaches the full scale of a crime. All that aggression that your superego was directing at you is instantly redirected at that poor soul. You start furiously, and with a sense of being in the right, tearing him down, criticizing him, and dragging him through the mud. In that moment, your psyche experiences an enormous sense of relief by punishing other people's sins. You symbolically atone for your own sins. The fourth reason is the comforting illusion of control, achieved through deliberately creating enemies. The fourth reason is escaping from the very real problems in your own life into a war against windmills. While you are busy analyzing other people's screw-ups, meticulously picking apart other people's private lives, condemning bloggers, or getting involved in petty office intrigues, you remain in the comforting illusion that you are in control of something. You feel more clever, more moral, or more strong than the people you criticize. But this can become a mental trap set by your own subconscious. Fighting against someone else's greed, someone else's stupidity, or someone else's manipulations is psychologically much easier, far safer, and more pleasant than simply sitting down and honestly admitting my own life is going to hell. I'm not earning any money. I'm continuing to put up with abuse and doing absolutely nothing for my own personal development. Projection creates misleading external enemies for you so that you can spend your life energy on waging war against them while your real life slowly rots away in almost complete inaction. In conclusion, I can confidently state that every person who truly triggers strong negative emotions in you is, in essence, a free psychoanalysis session gifted to you by fate. Stop wasting your valuable energy on righteous anger and outrage, judging others. Next time rage begins to boil up inside you because of someone else's mistake or personality, pause for a brief moment with that cold cynicism and turn the spotlight straight back onto yourself. Ask yourself one genuinely hard question. What hidden desire of my own, what personal weakness, or what lingering guilt might I be projecting onto this person right now? Acknowledge those inner demons deep within you. Only by stopping your habit of looking for dirt in others will you truly cleanse your psyche and take control of your life with your own hands. Take control of the world around you and of yourself as well. Thank you for watching right through to the end. Speak soon.